Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurt. My phone number is 864-236-1680, or you can email me at dyslexicgeniushurt@gmail.com. A question came up from a bud in Ottawa, Canada, Jim, and he's taking his three-spring Victor early machine apart. And what you have, these are on early Victors like the 16L doors, the Victor the 5th outside horn machines. They have the straight cut gear. This all fits in here like this. And then you have the bearing, the spindle shaft, and this all fits like that. But we run into a problem with this in casting. And I can show you what happens if you don't pay attention. A customer sent me this and asked if I could repair it, and I go, nope, you need a new one. Don't force anything apart. And the other thing is, you have this brass bearing. I built a new one, but the bearing has two sides. This side here fits to the spring barrels.
The flush side.
The flush side. So you have this brass bearing in the spring barrel, and those rub together like that. The outside has an indention here, and that indention is for oiling. And I'm using the black nuts, so you see you have a screw here and a screw here. First of all, to get this bearing out, you don't want to push a screwdriver in here like this and try to separate it. You want to drill like a 1-inch hole in a piece of wood and set this in here like that, deep enough, and then you can tap the end of the bearing with a punch. But if 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, somebody broke a spring on it, and then they sold the machine, they put the bearing in backwards. And that's what you have to look at. These are very tight, but I can push this, okay? And the reason this slides like that is, once you assemble the machine and you have this bearing in place, and we have all the spring barrels in place, and we have the end of it, and the spring barrel shaft goes through here, that bearing rubs on this. So after everything's set on the machine and running, I'll show you this way down the road when I finish this motor. This screw will push the bearing in to set the tension on the spring barrel. So you don't want it really tight. You want it just so it's smoothing like this. But be extremely careful getting this out. And the other thing that people do, which I hate, is, well, I got a pair of pliers, and what I'm going to do is just grab that baby and twist it out. No. Now what you're doing is you're compressing the center part of the bearing down, and then you're going to have somebody make you a new one. These are just little pointers on these machines, because these early three-spring motors have a lot of adjustments. You know, this is a lot of fun, and that's my tip for the day.